Hey everyone, I'm Jeff from InThirdPerson.com, a personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And today we are continuing our adventure into the world of Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64. We are playing it off the original hardware. I feel like, and I could be completely wrong, but I feel like I've seen people play on YouTube like a super high-res version of Paper Mario. It looks really good, and I'm like, I wish this looked that good, but hey. Alright. On with the show. I wonder what Mario is doing right now. I wonder if he's hurt. I'm so worried about him. He'll be alright, Princess. Why, I bet he's saving some star spirits right now. Yeah, you're right, Twink. I must be strong. I need to concentrate on finding a way out of here. But there are tons of guards just beyond your door, and it's impossible for you to escape through the window. Oh, wait a minute. I remember the minister telling me that there was a secret passage out of this room. Twink, help me look for it. Cool, great idea. Okay. Let's go shake down some stuff. Probably not here. Oh, for real? Busted. What? Princess Peach? You know you're not allowed to leave this room. I'm sorry, but I'll have to take you back. Okay. As you can see, like, I guess we're... Are you alright, Princess? Did they hurt you? Yes, I'm fine, thank you, Twink. That was just plain stupid. I've got to be more careful. It doesn't look like you can get out through this door. Alright. Where are we going then? So while I look for... Oh! The fireplace. Quite nice. So big and so warm. A warm fireplace. Don't you find that suspicious? Do you really think so, Twink? So many dresses, and yet they all look exactly the same. They're not the same. The designs are all slightly different and very fashionable. Hey, Ian, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. Glad you could drop by. Oh, throw some powder on. Oh, a photo of Mario. Don't look at that. Oh, excuse me, Princess. How's your day today? This is no time to sleep. Yes, let's keep looking. I'm well enough, I suppose. Just finished the VOD for yesterday's stream. How are you this evening? I'm doing alright. It was a bit of a slow day at work, but Oh, beautiful flowers, aren't they? They smell so good. Sure, I guess. Bit of a slow day, but I got to talk to my... Well, man... I'm not gonna say anything else. I gotta keep I got. It's tough because like my day-to-day stuff is mostly at work, and I really should not talk about work here for reasons. But yeah, okay, day. Got home and we just had soup from. It's like this chicken tortilla soup that I bought from Costco, so just kind of heated it up. It was pretty delicious. And thank you for watching the VOD, I appreciate that. And now we have to find a way out of here. Oh, look! There's something behind this drawing. There it is. Appreciate you watching the VOD, and I listened to a bunch of your audio your SoundCloud vlog, not vlog. The audio version of your blog post today, and that was pretty cool. There was lots of racy talk in there. It was probably okay to listen to at work. I had headphones on. Nobody will know. Or suspect anything weird. And I'm telling you, we have to do that rap collabo. We can just make it a post. We will write some bars. Oh... Where are we? go explore this room. That time old... Oh, hey, look at this. It looks like somebody left a private diary just lying around. Should we read it? Yeah, let's read it. Oh, you like doing this sort of thing, do you? Tisk tisk. Yes. Yes, I do. I love gossip. I am such a big fan of gossip and dirt and rumors and speculation, and I think I got it from my grandma, actually. She was a big fan of reading, like, the National Enquirer and all those celebrity gossip rags, and as a kid in, like, grade 3 to grade 4, I didn't even understand, like, what an affair was, and I didn't know who these actors were, but it just sounded like super crazy gossip. And now it's, I mean, I guess they are what they always were. It's just, like, really trashy stuff, and I can't read that stuff now, but that kind of set me down a path of really liking that stuff. Like, I enjoy... One of my guilty pleasures on the internet is I enjoy reading TMZ and following celebrity gossip. And again, I'm still not the biggest... I don't know all the names of the people or what they do, but I'm up for some good drama and reading about it. Let's see. Day 00. Month. Star. Sunny. Today I went to Star Haven and stole the Star Rod. Now I'm invincible. Cool. This is Bowser's Diary. I also captured those 7 star spirits so they won't annoy me anymore. It was a hard day's work and I'm feeling pretty bushed. Dinner was nice, but a bit bland. I feel like I might know the person who wrote this. Should we read more? Yes, of course we're reading more. Okay, let's continue. Day 0x, month, star, cloudy, then sunny. Today was great, diary. I used my castle to lift Princess Peach's castle way up into the sky. Then I barged into Peach's castle and beat up Mario. Yeah, unbelievable, I know. So much fun. Well, so fun. And there's more. After that, I kidnapped Princess Peach. I couldn't be happier, diary. I hope she likes me. Princess Peach, this is Bowser's Diary. Ugh. If you like reading diaries, Paper Mario is your series. What'll we do? Should we read more? I should read more. Day XX, month, sunny. Well, the Koopa Bros got beaten by Mario, diary. He even set free the stupid star spirits I kept there. I'm so mad I can barely write. Oh, I'm Mario. I'm so big and strong and good and helpful. I hate him, but I'm not worried. There's no way Mario can save the star spirit behind being held in Dry Dry Ruins. To do that, he'd have to solve the mystery of the sands and then find Dry Dry Ruins in Dry Dry Desert. How would he even know to go to the desert anyway? So I'm not worried at all. In fact, I'm so calm, I'm gonna go to bed now. Dry Dry Ruins in the middle of Dry Dry Desert. One of the revered star spirits is being held there. Twink, do you think you can find Mario and tell him that? Yes, of course, Princess Peach. I'll find Mario right away. Hmm? Oh no, I can't believe I left my secret diary lying out. It would be so embarrassing if someone read that thing. What? What's the princess doing here? Ah, you little sneak, you read my diary. King Bowser, is there a problem? You're the worst guards ever. Take Princess Peach back to her room immediately. I love the Twink is hiding behind the chair. Yes, straight away. Forgive us, sir. It's weird. In other video games from like Metroid Prime onward with like codexes and stuff, I don't like reading any of that stuff. Anthem has a ton of it. It's weird, like that game has so much story in the books and the logs that are in the in the hub world, that a lot of it's not baked into the game at all, and I can't stand any of it. I don't have the patience. Bake it into the game. But that was a really fun read. Mario, I believe you'll save us all. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all you've done. Thank you. Since you have freed me from my prison, the seal on my power is broken, and I will recover it little by little. As long as an ounce of power remains in me, I shall help you. For me, it kind of depends on presentation. I like the scanning in Metroid Prime, but I basically never touch books in games like Skyrim. Oh man, Skyrim was nuts. Just the fact they had hundreds of books written in that game. It's too much. Metroid Prime, I think at a certain point I was just like, no, I'm done scanning. There was like way too much stuff to scan in that game. Mario can now use the Star Spirit's power in battle. Using a star power requires star energy. Would you like to listen while I tell you how to use... Yeah, I should learn. Allow me to explain. Now Mario, this is your gauge for star energy. Alright. See? You can check to see how much star energy you have. See how there's a star on the right side of the gauge? Each star marks 1 unit of star energy. So you have 1 unit now. Okay? Next, allow me to explain about star powers. First, let me tell you about Refresh, alright? This power enables you to restore 5 points of both HP and FP at once. Why don't you give it out Why don't you try out Refresh right now? Okay. Nice. Excellent. See, both HP and FP have recovered 5 points each. You used 1 unit of star energy, so you're empty now. Watch your star energy gauge carefully during battle. Usually, your partner's turn would come next, and then it would be your enemy's turn. But we're just practicing now, so let's assume it's Mario's turn again. Okay, it's Mario's turn. Now pay attention to the star energy gauge. Alright, it's empty. Did you notice the amount of star energy increased a little bit? Star energy increases little by little every time it comes around to Mario's turn. Remember this because it'll become very important. Next, I'm going to teach you about another star power, Focus. Focus is a star power that enables you to increase the star energy a little more than usual during a turn. Right now, your star energy is almost empty, even though you're slowly refilling it. Pokemaster457, did you miss me? Yes, I did. Welcome back. Also, what time is it in your part of the universe right now? What? Alright, try the star power Focus now. Oh, star energy slightly charged. Did you notice how much star energy increased? Focus helps you increase your star energy much more quickly. You should also remember that you can replenish your star energy by taking a nap at a Toad House. Well, that wraps up my explanation. I earnestly wish that you'll make good use of the star powers during battle. Alright. In my part of the universe, it's 10:11 a.m. Well, good morning to you. It is evening here. How's the hip feeling? Mario, listen carefully. You must save the other star spirits quickly. If the 7 of us come together, we'll be able to bestow upon you a star power called the Star Beam. The Star Beam is the only thing that can counteract the Star Rod that Bowser wields. I have to go back now, back to Star Haven. I must leave immediately, but I'll always be watching you. Save us all, Mario! Here's a question for you, Ian. Oh, you have awesome news. Okay. Tell me. And Ian, I remember like a couple months back, we were talking and you were trying to figure out some stuff with the microphone. Is what you put out today that thing? Turns out the original doctors were wrong. They thought I broke something, but what they saw was my growth plate. Turns out just a strained muscle. So it's such a better outcome. That is fantastic. Awesome news. I'm glad to hear you are doing... Well, I mean, it probably still hurts, but like, it's better than a broken hip. And good thing you got a second opinion on that, because Living your life like you had a broken hip when you didn't actually have a broken hip would have sucked. Do I need health right now? No, I don't. Should I hit that anyway? I don't know. Actually, no, it's not. I recorded the thing I posted this morning, maybe a couple of days ago on a whim. Oh, okay. Well, it's good stuff, and I hope to listen to more of those. Such better out. Not really. I can walk now. The other project, I'm waiting on the other person I'm collaborating with. Okay. Well, when the time comes, I will definitely check it out. Alright, we can go down that pipe now. I think we were here before. Oh. Hey, FP plus increase maximum FP by 5. Sadly, tomorrow I'll have to go back to school. School's not so bad. Well, I mean, I have no idea what your situation in school is, but I don't know. Although I would say I prefer not going to school than going to school. So I won't be here for as many streams. No worries, man. I appreciate you coming out for the streams that you have, and you've always got the VODs as well. So, and I appreciate you following the channel and all that, and all your support up to this point, so thank you. Only Sunday ones, probably. Okay. Which makes me sad. Yeah, I don't actually stream every Sunday either. I'm definitely not streaming this weekend at all. I'm out at conventions all weekend. Actually, we can talk about that now. Also, I have no idea how to get in this pipe. I really enjoyed your streams. Thank you. How could I get in there? What am I missing here? Do I hit it with the hammer? No. Cooper? Nope. You come up there from somewhere else. I don't remember off the top of my head where the other pipe is. Damn. Okay. Oh, you fall down. Ah, okay. Yeah, you forgot your Sunday isn't my Sunday yet. So yeah, this weekend, some things I'll be at. On Saturday, I'm going to be at Toronto Comic-Con, which is not actually the big Comic-Con here in Toronto. It's a smaller show. It's only going to be like half of the convention center. But it's going to have some guests of note. Dan Folger from Fantastic Beasts. There's going to be a Sons of Anarchy reunion. Oh, I used the... Okay, that attack works. A Sons of Anarchy reunion with Ron Perlman, Tony Flanagan, Ryan Hurst. I think I said that already. John Rhys-Davies from Lord of the Rings is going to be there. Jaleel White of Family Matters and Sonic the Hedgehog fame is going to be there as well. Uh-oh. I'm actually going to try and catch Jaleel White's panel, because we're only there on the Saturday, but... Going to try and catch his. Ooh, that'll be fun. Yeah. Also, Pokemaster 457... Pokemaster. From Overwatch-related news, the voice actors behind Pharah and Symmetra will also be there. So... I think they're doing a panel on the Saturday as well, and I'm going to try and watch that. And I'll try and take some videos and pictures, and I'll put that all up on my my Instagram and my Twitter. All of that's going to show up down here eventually. I know it's showing some links for my friends and stuff, but at some point, the links to my Instagram and my Twitter will be there as well. Pokemaster and Ian, do you guys do cons at all in your area? Oh, Hanny! Hey, my internet is a potato and I can't really handle Twitch, but I wanted to say hi for a minute and drop a follow. Thank you so much, Hanny. I appreciate you dropping by. Love your blog. As you know, we've been talking about this for the last few weeks. And I guess I should... Yeah, let's throw a plug in here. Hanny and I have been working on a collaborative post about bloggers transitioning into video content and what that means, the pros and cons, and why you'd go into it. And we go into like really deep detail on our experiences and tips and stuff. So, hey, there it is. She got got the follow. Thank you so much for that. And I don't know, like, I think Hanny has to write, like, one closing thing, and then it'll be up on her site. I think it's thehannycorner.com. Actually, yes, was already followed, but still, hi. Yeah. Hello, hello. I look forward to posting that on the internet and hitting the internet with that, because I think it's awesome as hell. So, yeah, definitely check that out, especially if you are a blogger who's started getting into video or is considering getting into video stuff at all. I think there's some interesting stuff for you to read there. I haven't been able to do any cons yet. There are some decent ones here as I live in the biggest city in my state, but saving money and getting a sitter and all that has kept me from going. Yay, I keep my most recent follower medal thing. Oh! Hold on. I think it did switch. Yeah, most recent follower, Honeybee Games. So, Pokemaster, you had your run. It was awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, the post will be really cool. I'm hoping to finalize it and get it out in the next day or two. Fantastic. I will promote the snot out of it on everything. I should use the star power at some point. No. That's okay, Pokemaster. I will remember that you were the second most recent follower. So yeah, Henny, how you doing today? We haven't really talked at all this evening, although most of our correspondence has been like hours and hours apart, and it'll be like you throw a message in there and then I'll throw a message in like 5 hours later, so we haven't really had like a conversation so much. But can I unfollow then follow again? I don't know if it works that way. Oh, nice. Dodged it. Also, we're almost dead, and we probably should do something about that. Yeah, let's refresh. There we go. Bang. I'm doing well. It's been a crazy few days. I don't know if you are at liberty to divulge what has been crazy for you, but if you're willing to share, I'm glad to listen. If not, that's okay. We can talk about it elsewhere, or you can keep that to yourself. We'll just assume it was crazy and leave it at that. Bang. Alright, we are rolling. Oh man, those hearts. Why are those hearts stuck all the way up there? Oh, geez, I shouldn't have jumped on it, Spiky. Oh, man. That was not good. Okay. Power Shell that. Oh, man, one shot. Cooper is my dude. No scopes. Just take out the whole team. Triple kill. Anyways, internet is far too potato today. Watch without delay, but have a great stream. Thank you so much, Hanny, for dropping by. Look forward to seeing the final post on your site, the Hanny Corner. Make sure everybody in the chat, go check that out, thehannycorner.com. And even when I'm not following, you should check out her stuff too, because she's awesome. Also, she has a YouTube channel at the Hanny Corner, which you should also be watching. And I guess since we're plugging everybody here, Ian at Adventure Rules put out a audio post on SoundCloud. I think soundcloud.com/adventurerules. I don't know what the actual URL is, but yeah, everyone on the internet, go look for that. Actually, we'll hammer from here. That was not a very good exchange there. Okay, nice block. Good block. Nice! The URL is in my individual user ID, so it's kind of obscenely long number. I think they are sequential based on how many people are on SoundCloud. Oh, okay. My strikes are not very good here. Yeah, my timing is all off. So tell me, Ian, like, having gone through that process of creating the audio version of your blog, did you find it easy, difficult? What were the lessons you learned about trying to translate something you've written into something for people to listen to? Get that money. Also, I have no idea if I'm going the right way, guys. I'm just walking back. So I could be going completely the wrong way. BRB, okay. No worries, Pokemaster. If we are going the wrong way, I'm just going to tell people that I was grinding for XP. There we go. Ooh. Nope, don't want that. Sorry about my bitrate. It's kind of fluctuating right now. Not sure what's going on there. Hope it settles in soon. Whoa, that jumped way too high. Oh, hold it right there, Mario. I've been waiting for you. This punk again. I told you I'd be back. Now I'll get my revenge. Here it comes, baby. Check this out. Oh, okay. Before we do that, I see your message, Ian. My main lesson was that I need to get some decent sound equipment. Haha. I use a PS4 headset to record, so with no pop filter to speak of, all my S noises and stuff were really bad, which makes me have to apply a filter after the fact to get the whole recording kind of a muffled sound. Tech stuff is a pain. Yes, it is. It's not impossible. You can get some decent sounding equipment for fairly cheap. I don't know what your particular needs are, and how you're recording. I guess if you're oh, hold on. If you're looking for like a lavalier mic, which I'm guessing, I don't know what your setup is. I recommended this one to Hanny, which she's using right now on her blog. This is called a U-Mic. This is like under $20 on Amazon. I've streamed with this before, and it sounds pretty good. And it's pretty cheap. Hey man, Pokemaster, welcome back. Just talking about some cheap microphone options that sound pretty decent. Yeah, so like super cheap. You can use it on your phone. There's an adapter so you can use it on your computer as well. And it sounds pretty decent. I can't use my iPad to get free bits for you. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it, though. And then, like, this mic I'm using, it's the Blue Snowball, which is, like, super entry-level microphone. You can hear how well I sound, and this is with no special filters or anything going on right now. No equalization, not going through a mixing board, just plugged directly into the computer. And, oh, I am dropping frames. That's not great. Okay. Hopefully the stream stabilizes soon. If not, I'm going to have to make some adjustments here to hopefully... Actually, yeah, let's make some adjustments here. Okay. We're going to drop the video quality a little bit, and hopefully that settles it out. It's fluctuating like crazy. Check this out. Blah. Mario, I'm talking to you. I promise you, this fight will be much different from before. Who is this crazed guy? What a nut. Shut up! You, Mario. Of course you remember me. Oh, let's say no. What? Darn it, you don't remember me? Okay, Ian. I think I'll scoop up a microphone if I do audio content for a while and find it enjoyable and see that it does well. I don't want to buy anything for what might end up being a short fad for me. That is fair. That is part of why it took me so long to invest in streaming stuff. If you want to go way back, you can find old live streams that I did on YouTube and on Facebook Live of all places. And I was just using like my old laptop, which wasn't even capable of streaming the gameplay and my face at the same time. So it was just gameplay only. And like Facebook has some really weird limitations on resolution. And so I was streaming at a bitrate twice what I'm streaming right now, and I couldn't get anything higher than 480p. Streams looked horrible. And then I was using the microphone off my laptop, and that sounded terrible. And I just wasn't comfortable at all as a streamer. So maybe it's for the best that nobody watched that stuff. And so it took me a really long time. It actually took me my work clearing out some computers, and I got one of the dev computers before I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna try actually streaming now, and it was just strong enough to do it. And then at that point it was like, okay, I know I can do this. My picture's still bad. My sound is still bad. So then I got a webcam, and I got the microphone. Then I need to buy lights, and then I had to buy a graphics card to fix some other issues. And then buying the graphics card opened up some new issues, and then I had to buy a new hard drive to put in there. And I think I've sorted it out at this point. Listen, you big lug, my name is Junior Troopa. Remember it and tremble. But there's other uses as well. I mean, you can use a better microphone for podcasting if you ever decide to get into that, or streaming, or what have you. After this beating, you'll definitely remember it. That is quite the quest. Yes, it's taken... if we start from the very beginning of when I was streaming to, like, a point where I am now, that was about 2 years. And on Twitch, it was over a year of me just failing miserably from a technology perspective. And buying stuff gradually as I went. Even now, I'm testing some new settings to try and make the picture better, and I think it's okay, but I've had to drop the resolution just for right now. I'm gonna try and bump it back up a little later. Alright, egg guy, let's go. Get ready to hurt, Mario. I'm gonna show you a new skill I just picked up. Yeah, check this out. You've never seen anything like it before, have you? Your attacks are useless now. Okay, let's refresh first. Is it focus? Or, yeah, okay, we'll focus first. Alright. And podcast is probably where I would head from here. I kind of want to use these audio posts to practice, learn the tech side in a low-stakes way, and then I can maybe move to original projects. Awesome. Yeah, podcast, like before, years and years ago, I used to do a podcast with Matt and Jason. That's how we all... Well, I knew Matt from college, but Jason, we'd actually met through our blogs like a year before we started actually working together. And then we started podcasting. And podcasting is a lot of fun. I love the ability to just talk to other people directly about games, and it feels a little more natural. And just to have a more casual conversation versus something like formally written. And I know, like, on Boss Rush, we've gotten a lot sillier with game shows and stuff, and that's a lot of fun too, but podcasts don't have to be that way. You can do whatever you want. But I just like the idea of being able to directly interact with another person. Like, I still love writing, but just having the option of something different is nice. Okay. Actually, let's try and do this power bounce. Oh, okay, the top one's not going to hit at all. So that was a waste. Man, I am messing up the timing on this. Really bad. Okay, let's switch. There we go. I get that. I like the idea of having some variety and not being solely attached to one thing, even though that's not necessarily the best influencer strategy. I don't know, people do different stuff all the time. I guess, like... And this is part of what Hanny and I's post is about transitioning from blogging to video, is that part of it feels like there's only so far you can reach with a blog. Like, just right now, the audio... It feels like... Oh, Pokemaster, this may seem mean. I hope you get to be a really big streamer, but I also hope you stay small so you can interact with us like this. I totally understand what you're saying there, Pokemaster. I think that's kind of the weird thing about streaming, is like, up until I started streaming myself, and I'd only watched tournament streams, so fighting game tournaments, and I felt like there's no reason for me to interact with the chat at all. There's no one on the other end talking to me. I'm just watching the pro players fight, and that's it. I don't care to interact with anybody else. I didn't really watch any sort of streamers or anything like that. Then I started streaming, and starting to get to interact with people like you, people like Ian, and like all the other people that have come to watch this channel. And that's the part that surprised me the most. Like, I thought I was going to come here, play video games, cut some B-roll from my site, but the part that I enjoy the most about this whole process is being able to, like, follow the chat and talk to everybody here. And yes, I would like to grow the audience and make some money off this, and maybe get this as big as it could go, but at a certain point, it becomes too big and intimidating to, like, talk in the chat or be able to feel like you're connected to the person on the other end of the camera. And, like, even watching some of my friends and stuff, where I watch them stream and sometimes the chat's really busy and it's like, oh, there's a lot of people already talking here. What I don't really feel like I get the opportunity to, like, jump in, or like I'm butting in with other people talking to them, so I understand what you mean. I've never been on a stream like this with a streamer interacting like this. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. Okay, so that move does nothing. And the hammer didn't seem to do anything. No, the hammer did stuff. So the hammer did stuff, and the bomb explosion did stuff. So let's do the bomb. And yeah, not saying that other streamers can't do what I'm doing right now, but like at a certain point, it gets really fast. And I've seen some streamers who are able to do like hundreds of people in the chat, and they still follow like the chat very well. And I don't understand how they do it, but they do. Items. Let's see. Do I have any mushrooms? No, I don't. Let's try Sleepy Sheep, see what happens. I don't think it's actually gonna work, though. Oh, it did! Nice. Who hits at the front? That was peculiar looking move, yeah. So yeah, what was I was gonna say? We were talking about influencer strategy, blogging, video. Cooper should be good here. His action command is easy. Yes. Oh yeah, so Hanny and I, in our article, part of why we talked about our motivations for going beyond blogging is just the reach of blogging feels a lot smaller now than maybe it did before, or at the very least it doesn't feel as big as other avenues out there. Like, I feel like WordPress, like, I love my blog, I'm going to write in it forever. I write in that for reasons beyond me trying to build my brand or make money or anything like that. I didn't start it for that. Like, I started my blog almost a decade ago, like, literally as a diary that just happened to be public. It's only within, like, the last year or so I've really started to think about catering to an audience or anything like that. And even then, I still get the most enjoyment out of the stuff I'm writing for myself. But with the video stuff, like, there's definitely, I guess the challenge with trying to reach an audience, if that's your goal, is, like, I feel like there's not as many people reading blogs anymore, and the people that you're connecting with are other creators. And, I mean, like, there's a benefit to that, and I really appreciate being able to connect with you, connect with Hanny, connect with Double Jump, like, all of those people. But, like, we're a small group, man. And with video stuff, streaming stuff, it feels like you can connect, like, to a whole different audience of people. Like Pokemaster, who I wouldn't have met without streaming, and all the other people who follow this channel who I wouldn't have met, or all the people who follow the YouTube channel, or the Instagram. Like, there's more. Blogging feels like a very small island right now, and the ideas and things that I want to talk about can translate to other mediums and reach more people. I get that. I feel, especially lately, the blog scene has really felt slow. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the blog, and I feel like my blog is growing, at least in terms of followers. The traffic has been... I don't like to talk about, like, numbers. Like, it's still... Like, traffic-wise, it's still doing better than I ever would have imagined, although my expectations for the blog, admittedly, were exceedingly low. But I do feel like I'm never... Oh... Do you know how long Twitch Prime lasts? I didn't even know there was a blog scene. So yeah, if you check out my site, the link right there, inthirdperson.com. I've been writing for 10 years now. There's like 2,000 posts of all sorts of gaming-related stuff. Check out adventurerules.blog. Ian's been writing for a couple years. He has fantastic stuff there. To my understanding, Twitch Prime subs last a month and you have to manually renew each month. Yes, that is true. So if you have Twitch Prime, you can apply it, and then after a month it goes away. I think it doesn't let you, like, continue your streak if that is something you are interested in maintaining. Also, if you are considering, like, I don't have emotes yet, and I don't have loyalty badges yet. That is something I am working on with a graphic designer. I don't have those ready yet, but I hope they are cool when they're done. I've pitched some ideas that I think would make for some fun emotes, so... Also, Egg Guy got bodied. Yeah, podcasting for me, I really enjoyed it, especially because in a previous life, I used to work, or like I went to school for radio broadcasting, and I majored in announcing, and I actually worked on the radio for a couple of months. Straight out of my internship, I got a job at a country radio station, uh, that was like many miles away from where I live, like where I lived. I might hold off on Twitch Prime for a little bit then. Okay, no worries, Pokemaster. I'm not pressuring you into anything. I appreciate the thought of you wanting me to support me in that way, but like you watching and chatting with me is more than enough. So thank you. And so yes, being able to podcast it felt a lot like going back to the radio skills that I had. And when I stream and stuff now, like some of that comes out, but there are a lot of particulars in my delivery that really bother me. I say too much. Yeah, it's a lot of and speech pattern stuff. I rely on too many crutch words. I wish I was able to better articulate like all of my points without using any of that type of stuff and stuttering and all that, but it's streaming. It's different from like being on the radio and having like 30 seconds to introduce a song versus talking for 2 hours straight. So I still have my free trial lasting. I heard you saved the Honorable Star Spirit who was captured by the Koopa Bros. Bowser and his gang are so angry about it. I knew you could do it, Mario. You're on your way. But enough celebration for now. I came bearing important information for you. It seems that one of the Star Spirits is being held captive somewhere in Dry Dry Desert. Bowser wrote in his diary, some place called Dry Dry Ruins. The princess braved the dangers of the castles to get you this clue, Mario. If we find out anything else, I'll hurry back to tell you. I have to go back to Her Highness now. She's so brave. I hope this news helps. Twink's little song is catchy. Yep. So I haven't used it yet, I mean. Yep, no worries, man. No worries. So yeah, podcasting's fun. I think the big thing, because we used to do it for Splitkick, and Jim was paying for the hosting. Shoutouts to Short Attention Gamer. You can find him at Short Attention Gamer on Twitter, and he also does a YouTube channel. And that's one of my dreams, is because I used to work with him on Splitkick. I really want to be on that show, Jim. If you are watching this, I want to be on your show at some point. Oh, nope. Actually, yeah, we should sleep. Hello, Mario. The Toad House slogan is refresh your body and soul. Would you like to take a nap? Take a nap. Yeah, the challenge with podcasting is getting the storage space for the podcasts. A lot of free services, or pretty much any service, is going to require you to pay unless you're willing to use a free service, and then you delete the old episodes. And that type of ongoing cost has just been something that's been really difficult for me to justify in light of how much money that I generate from being a creative, which is not a lot. He might be watching. I'm gonna guess no. Maybe he'll watch at some point. He could be the other person. I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, it's not. Do you see that blue pool in front of the post office? That's a road sign. You can find out what's where in Toad Town by checking the signs. Why am I telling you this for? I'm sure you know it's smart to read all the signs you see. So, adventure that guy and myself. North, Peach's Castle. East, Pleasant Path. West, Main Gate. South, Port Station. I don't actually know where Dry Dry Desert is. I'm gonna walk this way. Oh, here we go. Believe. No, it's okay. But yeah, podcasting, just the upfront costs of the maintenance, the ongoing cost of trying to host those files was a big deterrent for me. So when Jim pulled the plug, I was just like, I don't want to pay the money to keep doing this because I don't make enough money on my blog to do that. Maybe at some point, I will, but like the blog definitely doesn't generate enough. Like, no offense to, all right, BRB again. No worries, Pokemaster. It doesn't generate enough off like affiliate links, and I don't know where Twitch is going. I'm going to guess it probably won't be enough to support like having a podcast feed with all the episodes going at any time. At least not in the immediate term. And if anything, I should probably be investing whatever I make off of this thing back into the stream, because there's still other things I want to do in terms of upgrading equipment and stuff like that. My dad's opened his shop. Do you want to take a look? It's really cool. It's a badge shop for badges. Come check it out. We have lots of rare badges, so take a very close look. Alright, what do we got? Whoa, 50! Increase the distance Mario can spin dash. Jumps on all enemies in a row if action command is timed right. Wow. Lets Mario destroy a weaker enemy with a first strike. Money is definitely a big barrier for a lot of this stuff. That's a big part of why I've stuck exclusively to blogging up to this point. This is true. It's free. You can communicate a lot and reach an audience and get your points across without having any sort of financial investment. If you're doing YouTube videos, if you're doing streaming like this, like there's absolutely an investment, and no guarantee you'll get any of that back. Like multi-bounce is pretty decent, and first attack is a good badge to have once you have a couple of chapters under your belt. Okay. I'm gonna go buy multi-bounce. I knew it, Mario. I knew you had a keen eye for badges. That's a good one. You need 75 coins for multi-bounce. The BP... Oh, I only need 1 BP? Like, yeah, we'll buy that. I changed my stock of badges now and then, so please check back occasionally. Alright. Not enough BP. Okay, what if I do multi-bounce and refund for now? Yeah. Oh. What? I've got 2 available. Okay, let's go with the hammer throw. Yeah, so podcasting requires money, streaming requires money, YouTube requires money. I guess there, to a certain extent, you could do stuff with like just your phone, but like you're gonna run into some limitations there as well in terms of cranking out a high quality product. Doesn't something smell good? Taste Tea lives in the house. This house. She's an incredibly good cook. She just taught me the recipe for delicious fried shroom. You'll make it with a mushroom. Someday, if I keep practicing, maybe I'll become a master chef. Toad Town Station is just south of here. The train is the only way to reach a dry desert. You aren't thinking of going to the desert, are you, Mario? Be careful if you do. Dry desert is huge. Wherever you go, all you see is sand. Many a wanderer have gotten lost, so travelers should use extreme caution. Gotta love these Toad name puns. Oh, and you should avoid any whirlwinds you see. According to my sources, if you get close to a whirlwind, it'll blow you far away. Chances are you'll get lost. Go in this house. Oh my goodness, it's Mario. My name is Tasty. I love to cook. If you bring me ingredients, I'll be happy to fix you one of my energy-giving dishes. Would you like me to cook you something? Yeah, sure. Which ingredients would you like me to use? Oh man, I don't have any ingredients. That's okay. You don't want me to cook? Don't cook. Oh, that's too bad. I was so excited to show you my cooking skills. You don't know what you're missing. So yeah, Ian, I think maybe this is talking a little too far ahead. Henny and I have been talking like our next collab thing, and it is about like trying to generate revenue from the content that we do. I think that's right now as far as we go. And it's tough. I find like especially the writing side, where like even if you are writing for a site, some of them don't really pay or pay at all, or they pay in review copies. I've done some stuff for external sites and I didn't get paid. Granted, like at the time when I was doing it, that wasn't necessarily my motivation of making money, but like it can be tough because there's so many people writing and so many people want those jobs, and there's so many good writers and they generally don't pay well. And even like IGN is looking for, well, was looking for a Nintendo editor, and they ended up with, yeah, they ended up with who they ended up with, and look how that turned out. And they couldn't get someone more experienced or maybe more qualified due to I've heard the pay was not great, which is part of why they ended up with who they ended up with. Won't open, it must be locked from the inside. Alright, the stream's been running pretty smooth. Let me bump this back up a bit. Hopefully my internet has settled. I should look 25% prettier after this. Beyond here lies dark and doomy forever forest. You'll get lost for sure, so I'd advise you not to enter. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. So, Ian, in this potential podcast that you'd be doing afterwards, like, what is your vision for it? Is it like, hey, let's talk about, like, oh, geez. I have a feeling I'm probably not supposed to go here right now. Let's back out. Like, I've talked to some people, like, in my circle who've, like, bought some equipment, and they've talked about, like, doing, like, radio dramas with their stuff. I don't know if that's what you had in mind, or a traditional talk about games, maybe some sort of essay format thing. I don't know. Curious to hear what, oh, whoa, what? Okay. That was dumb luck. Double talk. Talk about rotten luck. In my wildest dreams, I start a tabletop RPG podcast and play games with people I've met online. Huh, that's cool. So, yeah, as a follow-up to, like, the board game night stream that we did a couple months ago, the next one we're going to do, tentatively right now in April, and it's going to be Pictionary. But at some point, I would love to do, like, some sort of RPG, tabletop RPG stream. I've seen some people do it. I think the biggest barrier is that I've never actually played straight-up D&D before. I've played D&D-like things, but not D&D or, like, a straight-up role-playing game in that style. So I have I have to learn about the games first before I can try and translate that into on the stream. It'd be cool to go through that adventure, though. Tabletop art. Hello there, Mario. Welcome to the Playroom. To play here, you need a member credit. The kind of game you can play depends on the kind of member credit you have. Okay, I don't think I have any member credit. And yeah, I know. Oh, I've only played D&D once, but I've had a lot of experience with indie RPGs. Okay, yeah, that counts. That totally counts. I love Little Oinks. Love them. You want to learn about them? Sure. Little Oinks are timid and mysterious creatures that hatch from eggs. They spook easily and will run away if you approach them. Observe them from out here. There are many breeds of Little Oinks. They're very easy to tell apart. White ones, black ones, even gold and silver ones. If you're curious about the breed of a newborn little oink, come over to talk to me. I wish the world were full of little oinks. That would be grand. Hit the bar overhead, pay 10 coins, and wait for the egg. Hit it with the hammer and hatch the little oink. Have fun watching those adorable little oinks. Be careful though, if someone gets inside the fence, all the little oinks will run away. You can have a maximum of 10 little oinks on the farm. When the 11th little oink enters, the first will leave. Now try to see all the different types of little oinks. Okay, alright. No. Alright, let's do it. Give me an oink. Whoa, it's a gold one? Oh, it's a white little oink. So pale and dainty. Alright. I return again. Hey, Pokemaster, welcome back. Nope. Where's Bombette? Do the thing. There we go. We're finally departing. On the train, girls. Do you girls have all your bags and everything? I hope I didn't forget anything. I bet I did, though. Okay, let's go to Mount Rugged. Except, let me just check my bags one more time real quick. Mario, you do keep a good supply of items on hand, don't you? If you get attacked when you have nothing, you'll be in a pretty tight fix, huh? My advice is whenever you're going on a long journey, you should stop by a shop and load up with supplies. I probably should load up with supplies. I haven't bought anything. So Ian, of the tabletop RPGs you have played, what is your favorite, or what are your favorites? And then my next question would be, as someone who has never played a tabletop RPG, where should I start? And Pokemaster, have you played any sort of tabletop RPGs at all? How long will the stream last? We'll probably go like 50 minutes or so. We'll round it up. So like 10 o'clock my time. Yeah, we started a little early too, so yeah. We'll wrap it up around 10 o'clock my time, so about an hour from now. That's not the shop. I need to find a shop. Oh. I should have read the sign for where the shop is. This is not... Yeah, this is the Crystal Ball dude. No, I have not played any tabletop RPGs. Okay. I don't know what they are. So, tabletop RPG, like Dungeons and Dragons, people have roles, and you roll dice, and there's a dungeon master who tells the story of the game as you play. Yeah, I thought there was a shop here. My personal favorite is currently Dungeon World. It's the same kind of Tolkien-ish fantasy setting as D&D, but the rules are more streamlined and modern. I actually would recommend it as a starting point if you like fantasy, but there are lots of other good games to start with depending on your genre preference. Okay, let me write that down. Dungeon World. Alright. Oh, actually, I played D&D once, but didn't last long and was crap. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Also, I need a shop. Where can I find... Okay, that's not gonna do it. Did the post office have stuff, or that was just like mail? Yeah, no. Oh yeah, there's the other part. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the closest thing I've played to like D&D is I have the Pathfinder adventure card game. I've played a total of 1 mission. My wife and I liked it, and then we just never got back around to it. I've played this board game called Time Stories, which has sort of the mechanics of D&D and a lot of storytelling, but you're playing the whole game through cards. There's a board, and there's cards, and there's pieces, and man, that would be hard to explain. That one I have a lot of fun with, and is there anything? I've also played Star Wars Imperial Assault. I haven't really played a campaign of it at all, but I've actually, yeah, we did like 1 mission. It was like the first mission in the book, and I didn't really understand the D&D, the Dungeon Master part of it. I think now that I have a better understanding of how tabletop RPGs would run, I would do better at it as a DM. But I did like playing just the skirmish mode, which felt like Fire Emblem with Star Wars, and that I liked. Alright, I should buy some stuff. Can I sell stuff? Or it's just like the same 3 things? Okay, no. Here. And I'll buy 1 flower. My man, I have a question. Okay. What is your question? Let me check some stuff real quick here while you type up your question. What type of music do you like? That's a very good question, and one that I love to talk about because I listen to all sorts of music. I listen to pop music, I listen to hip-hop music, rock music. I go back as far as like the 60s, 50s. I love the Beatles. I love Taylor Swift. I love Wu-Tang. Right now I'm really into Ariana Grande. My all-time favorite song is Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. What else do I like? I had a phase where I was really into Skrillex for a bit. I try and listen to everything. Let's put it at that. I try and listen to everything. People on stream have given me recommendations before. I've checked them out with varying degrees of success. But I am a huge music fan to the point where at a certain point, late 2017, early 2018, I started a music blog, and I had to stop because this streaming stuff got really serious, and I didn't have the time anymore. I really like my 80s music, but I like pop, I hate rap. Okay, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. I love rap music. I've started to warm up to the modern rap, the trap stuff. My favorite band is either Queen or The Script. Okay, I'm familiar with... The Script is the, like, if a heart breaks, that doesn't break even. And then Queen, of course, everyone likes Queen. If you don't know Queen, you're dead to me. Of course I know Queen, dude. We Will Rock You, Another One Bites the Dust. We Are the Champions, all that stuff. Oh, thank you, Mario. The train's back on track. All aboard. This track is bound for Mount Rugged. Are you coming, Mario? We hope to see you again. I don't know if I'm necessarily supposed to take that train. Princess Peach's Castle. Yeah, Break Even Hall of Fame. Okay, yes, I know Break Even. That's the only song I know of theirs off the top of my head. Do you know AC/DC? Yes, I know AC/DC. Back in Black, Thunderstruck. All of that. They're not my favorite band, but I am familiar with their work, yes. And I do like some of their songs. Sit tight, folks. Now departing from Mount Rugged. I don't actually know if this is where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go to Dry Dry Desert. I don't know how this world works. Haven't you heard Hall of Fame? It's their most famous song. Probably not. I don't know it off the top of my head. I'll have to check it out after. This is the right way. Thank you, Ian. I love having you guys on stream help me out. You saw AC/DC live. That's awesome. That must have been fun. My dad saw them live as well when they performed here for Sarstock in like the... I can't remember that. It was like a decade plus. 10, 15 years ago. Hall of Fame. Sorry, writing this down in my book. Hall of Fame. The script. I've played this game once or twice or half a dozen times. Appreciated. I appreciate the help because I've gotten I know there are a lot of spots I would have gotten stuck. Especially like yesterday. Yeah, Double Jump was here and they're like, "Oh yeah, go do this thing, make sure to hit that thing." And normally I'm not a fan of people backseat gaming while I play, but when I get stuck, like, just give me the help so we can keep things moving. Little less known ones, Paul Kelly and Phil Collins. Oh, I don't know Paul Kelly. I definitely know Phil Collins. Okay, I'm not liking what's happening with the bitrate here. It's fluctuating more than I would like, so we're gonna drop it back to 2000. Alright. Phil Collins, definitely no. That's not small. Passengers heading for Dry Dry Desert or Dry Dry Outpost should proceed directly over Mount Rugged from the station. Paul Kelly, Dumb Things, doesn't ring a bell. Not off the top of my head. Actually, since we're talking about 80s music. Alright, so... my wife and I were watching a React video on YouTube, and they have this game. Also, I can help you with this game. Press buttons. Great, thank you. They had a list of the top 10 sexiest songs of all time, according to Billboard. And they went through the list, and the #1 song, sexiest song of all time, according to Billboard, Physical by Olivia Newton-John. Agree? Disagree? Discuss. Oh, I got an egg. Is this the React channel? Yes, it's the React channel. I guess if you want to be all literal about it, See, Physical is a good song. I agree. It's a good song. It's a catchy song. It's a fun song to sing. Is it a sexy song? Yes. Is it the sexiest song of all time? No. I don't think so. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Okay, no worries. I think part of it is just like, it's too easy to just be an upbeat dance song. Like, my wife and I read the lyrics and like, okay, I can see how that could be perceived as like sexy, but it's just such like a happy, cheery song. And I think of the music video, and I guess there's like some very suggestive stuff in the music video too. But I just don't think of it in those terms. I know everybody is different in that regard, but I just don't. I don't see it as the sexy song of all time, especially when there were songs like I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men, not #1. Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On, not #1. Rod Stewart was on that list twice. Tonight's the Night was #2. I think the sound is more important than the lyrics to sound sexy. I agree. Like, you could have the sexiest lyrics, and if the music is super cheesy, it's not gonna work. Well, welcome back, Pokemaster. I missed you greatly. If you want to go to Dry Desert, you'll have to hike over Mount Rugged. Follow the arrows on the sideboards so you don't get lost. There are a lot of scary creatures around here. If you're not careful, you'll get hurt in a big way. If things are looking desperate, you better run away really fast. At least I would. I object to that song as number 1. Okay. Have you ever seen the music video of Wanna Break Free by Queen? I probably did a long time ago. I don't remember it off the top of my head. That is sexy. Okay. Is that the... Oh, is that the one with all the naked ladies on the bikes? And we should... This is a family-friendly show, so I will probably stop that particular thread right there. Ah, no. Confound it. Where could it be? Oh, sorry folks. Very sorry. I was looking for something and not watching where I was going. What now? Aren't you Mario? Why you? You're the Mario. Hello there. The name's Parakarry. I deliver letters. There's nothing sexier than keeping the chat appropriate for children. I'm normally a letter-perfect postman, but I'm having a bit of trouble with a lost letter. I mean, and it's not even so much for the children. Like, I have made a very personal decision to keep this a family-friendly show. I've chosen to not use coarse language on this. I don't use coarse language on the internet, so it's natural extension of who I am and the type of environment I want to create. So it's not so much like protecting the kids. I know most... Actually, that's not... Adventure rules. Search it up quickly so I have backup on my argument. It's PG, I promise. It's a music video after all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's naked ladies in that video. Once you know it, I dropped it on Mount Rugged and I can't find it. If you happen to stumble upon a letter anywhere around here, please tell me, alright? My job could depend on it. I'll be searching this area thoroughly for a while. Alright. We will keep searching. Yeah, let me tell you some of the other songs that are in the top 10. So, I don't have the exact order here. I intentionally jumbled the list so that when I played them top to bottom, my family could guess what these songs, or try and guess the order. Oh, you're thinking of a different song. Okay, fine. I can respect wanting to stay family friendly. I was pretty consistent about that for a while, and I think I still am on the main blog. Some of the stuff I retweet or whatever isn't kid friendly though. Oh, you're thinking of I Want to Ride My Bicycle. Okay. I don't recall I Want to Break Free off the top of my head. Some of the stuff I retweet, I get that. Some of the music recommendations I make are definitely not kid-friendly. Sometimes I will retweet or like stuff that isn't necessarily kid-friendly. But yeah, as for coming out of my mouth, I am trying to avoid using offensive language at all costs. Oh yeah, so we were talking some of the other top 10 sexiest songs of all time according to Billboard. You have 2 monitors, yes? Search up the song quickly. I'm not searching the song right now. Not searching it right now. Alright. Billboard sexy songs. Hot Stuff by Donna Summer. Need hot stuff. I'm not okay, I can't sing all of these. Like a Virgin by Madonna. I'd say that's a pretty sexy song, but like at the same time, it's like that one's too dancey to be a sexy song for me. Lyrically, like, yes, But I still think that's like, oh, this is, oh man, I can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that story. But yes, the Like a Virgin, I don't think it has the. Oh jeez, that was a mistake. I don't know the Madonna one. Oh, like, you don't know that song? Dude! Okay, you gotta check that out. That's like one of the best Madonna songs. I think I can get where you're going with that one. Yeah. I keep mashing the button. I think it's the other thing. Tonight's the Night by Rod Stewart. I can agree with that being up there. Not necessarily for me. Physical by Olivia Newton-John, we already said number 1. Kiss You All Over by Exile. I don't think I'd heard of that one until I saw it on the list. Do That to Me One More Time. Yeah, that one is old enough to a point where, like, I think of that as, like, something my parents would have listened to, and at that point, I'm just like, nope, shut down. Too Close by Next. Yes, I think that's a sexy song, but again, like, that one's a little too dancey. I'll Make Love to You makes sense. Do You Think I'm Sexy? Again, a little too dancey. And the one I couldn't believe was not number 1 was Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Like, every person I've pulled on this, when they see the top 10 list, they're like, oh man, Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On, number 1 with a bullet. And it wasn't, it was on like the lower end of that scale. What about STFU by Pink Guy? I don't know what that is. That one is definitely not PG. Bop. I don't know, Let's Get It On. That one's another, that is a classic baby making song. Maybe the most classic of all, in my opinion. Oof. A classic baby making song. Oh, what is... Oh, jeez. Not very good at timing those. Ah, okay, didn't hear what you said. No worries. Another song that I think should have been on this top 10 that was not. You're Making Me High by Toni Braxton. That is a sexy song, and that was nowhere to be found on that list. At least not in the top 10. It might have been in the top 100. It was a 100 entry list, and we did not go through all of it. Nice! A Letter to Merlin in Toad Town. Although I don't know how we get over there. Yeah, that's way too much sexy for one article. Alright, for funsies. Alright, throwing out actual gaming-related question. In terms of upcoming games, like, what are you guys excited to play in the near future and pick up? For me, I'm excited for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. It is a fighting game that has Power Rangers in it. It looks like Marvel vs. Capcom. It's made by... That Tony Braxton? Yes, Tony Braxton, you're making me high. Check that one out. That is a good song. Yeah, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I had my concerns because it's a licensed fighting game, and licensed games can be hit and miss. And the graphics in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid are budget. Though it is a budget game, it's only $20 US. But what gives me hope, based on what I have seen and what I know of the development of the game, is that there's actually pro fighting game players involved. Justin Wong is involved in helping balance the characters. And then one of the greatest Marvel vs. Capcom players of all time, Clockwork, is the lead the combat designer of the game. And from what I've seen, they've really done their homework to try and make it look and play like a legitimate fighting game. So that really excites me, and I'm looking forward to picking that one up. I will probably get the Switch version, but it's cheap enough that I might double dip and get PS4 as well. Okay, what do we got here? Ian says... Oh, hold up. Fire Emblem Three Houses. On the less predictable end of the spectrum, the full Danganronpa trilogy comes out on one disc on PS4 this month, and I might pick that up. I've been told the series is basically Phoenix Wright and Zero Escape together, and I love those games. And Pokemaster says I'll be a bit AFK playing Overwatch. No worries, man. I appreciate you dropping by and hanging out. Go get some headshots or whatever it is you specialize in. Yeah, Three Houses, that's maybe the game I am most excited for. Like, it says Fire Emblem on it, I'm in. As long as you don't say it's a remake of an old Fire Emblem game, I'm 1000% in. Like, I don't need to see any information. I don't need to watch any trailers. Like, here's my money. I will figure out the rest later. Is generally my stance on Fire Emblem. Danganronpa, that sounds... I've heard the name. Like, I've listened to podcasts and stuff where they've talked about Danganronpa as a thing, but I had no idea that it was anything like Phoenix Wright or Zero Escape, so I may need to check that out. Let me write that down in my book right here. Rampa. Phoenix Wright. Also, I see I am dropping frames even at... Even with the lower bitrate here. This is not great. I wonder what that is. I'm going to have to play around with that, because And it's fluctuating like crazy. I think I know what the problem might be, but it's not something I can fix right now. So, let me write down a note here to switch my encoder. Alright, where were we? Let's give the letter to Parakeet. Oh, that's the one. Thanks for finding it. I'm so relieved. Actually, I'm also looking for 2 other letters I may have lost. It wasn't my fault, really. If you find them, could you? Thank you so much. Alright, I guess we're looking for these other letters. Yeah, I feel, Ian, like I've been at a bit of a lull. Paracarry, what a lovable dork. Like, I've only really bought Anthem this year. That was the only game I was really excited for. And then the reviews came out and people were like, oh, it's not that good. And I've been slowly chipping away at Anthem, and I'm on the Anthem is okay crowd. I just haven't had enough time to really dig in and finish the campaign, but I think Anthem is good. I am reluctant to say Anthem is great. I am reluctant to say it is the best game of all time. I think it is better than the review scores have given it to this point. But yeah, other than that, like, the only other game I bought was, like, Wargroove, and I thought Wargroove was fine. Like, I think it's a good game, it's just not for me. Not for me at this point in my life. And otherwise, like, yeah, I've just been playing stuff for stream. Actually, can we do the Cooper thing? Oh, for real? Okay. I honestly regret buying Wargroove. I've barely touched it, and I don't feel like going to get back into it. Yeah, I hear you. I know they've made the updates, and it drives me nuts that they set the default difficulty to hard. Because that game, at its default difficulty, is too tough. I feel like had it been, like, a little easier than that, I would have probably powered through it. But because, like, it was really tough, and you totally could just die after an hour of playing, just because, like, your hero gets hit with an ultimate and stuff, like, ugh. Right? That's such a weird choice. Yeah, I know. Like, make your default difficulty your default difficulty. Yeah, other games, I was curious about Trials. Though, yeah, the Switch version doesn't look nearly as good, and the problem is it doesn't have analog triggers, so the gas and the brake are just kind of on and off, and you don't get, like, the feathery touch you do on a PS4 or Xbox. Heal boy. I'm okay right now. But I need to figure out what attacks work here. Let's change member. Alright, Goombario. Tell me the thing. Nope. That didn't work. Alright, Snitch. This is a Clef. Clefs are pretty strong, so you'd better be careful. Max HP 2, attack 2, defense power 2. Their specialty is pretending to be rocks, so watch your step on the mountain. You'll get hurt if you jump on the spikes on their heads. You know there's courage in running away sometimes. Really? I can only run? Oh, okay. Then we will run. Oh yeah, I was also excited for Crackdown, and then I saw the reviews for that, and I decided to cancel my pre-order. So yeah, I haven't really been playing much new. And I've just been really busy most of the time. Most of my playing time is on the train, where I have the Switch, and I just haven't been playing anything on the Switch. I've been tempted to go back to Into the Breach, but I've been using that time mostly to just kind of edit clips for Instagram and write blog posts on the train, so... There is a way to beat them now. Not sure if you want outright advice or just hints. Alright, tell me the is it going to tell me the exact same thing? Way to beat them now. Oof. Uh-oh. This is bad. Alright, now we should probably heal. Okay, give me a minute, Ian. Nice. Still in bad shape, though. There we go. Took me forever to figure that out as a kid because I didn't like using Bombette. What did you not like about Bombette? I had a hard time with her basic attack. Okay. I don't want my dash points. Yeah, I was mentioning on the stream yesterday, I have a feeling that getting the timing on these attacks is actually harder because I'm playing on an HD TV versus a CRT TV. So I feel like the timing, like when you're actually supposed to hit just before Mario like makes contact, it's actually probably somewhere up here. And so you just have to be consistent with that, but then the visual cue isn't the same. Or at least I don't think it's the same. Oh, and I fell. Okay. Ooh, we got the letter. Nice. And of course, I take the... Okay. That makes sense. I know playing this one and the Thousand Year Door back-to-back, the timings are slightly different. That always threw me off. Yeah, I have not played Thousand Year Door yet. I do have it here. I do plan on playing it. I'm probably not going to play those games back-to-back, though. Will the POW block flip? Actually, I'm probably not going to do that. Let's, What if I hammer throw? Sorry, I don't remember what you said yes to. I don't even remember the question I asked. But yeah, Thousand Year Door. After playing this, or like... I mean, I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of Paper Mario. Power Bluff flips it over. Okay. Thank you. I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of Paper Mario. So far, I'm really enjoying it. So I do have an interest in playing Thousand Year Door at some point. It's just probably not right after this. I will need a break. Or actually, with as low as their health is, POW blocks will just outright kill them. Okay. So I'm missing one more envelope. Oh. Alright. We can... Let's use refresh here. I have to get the timing down on that. I don't have that at all. Actually, yeah, I'll just use this. There we go. Get that money. Yeah, what else is coming out this year? I feel like very lost with the 2019 gaming release calendar. I have not followed it nearly as much as I normally do. I'm just kind of like, what's in front of me right now? So I know Fire Emblem. Animal Crossing, I'm very lukewarm on Animal Crossing. Like, I used to love the GameCube game. I was obsessed with it, but like every game after that I just felt like, okay, I've played this already. And I haven't really felt the need to go back. I think a lot of stuff is still in a vague release window, like summer or fall. Yep. Oof. Just a really minor thing. A really minor game design thing that I really like about that sequence right there. I love the fact that the timing from the one mole throwing the rock versus the other mole further back throwing the rock is different because one of them is farther than the other. That's just a minor thing of then having to adjust your timing accordingly. Really smart. At least I think it's really smart as someone who is not a game designer. Just that it seems like a really nice touch. Ah, here's something we can talk about. Ian, what is your favorite Mario spin-off? And part of the reason I'm even playing this game in the first place is last summer when I first connected with Double Jump, the first thing we worked on was a post about our favorite Mario spin-off games. And both of them mentioned Paper Mario as one of their favorites. I actually have the top 3 lists right here. So Chris's top 3 was Mario RPG, one of the Mario Party games, and Paper Mario. Rachel had Paper Mario number 1. I should have been paying more attention to my health. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at number 2. Mario Party 2 at number 3. Paper Mario series for sure, specifically Thousand Year Door. Okay. I should heal up here. And I should actually... okay. Oh, wait. YOLO. Alright. Specifically Thousand Year Door. Okay. I've heard amazing things about that one as well. I think they've told me amazing things about Thousand Year Door as well, but it did not end up on their top 3. My top 3 at the time was Super Mario RPG, a game that I adore and I should stream at some point as well. Mario Kart 64, which I don't necessarily think is the best Mario Kart game, but it is the one that I have the strongest nostalgia for. Playing 4-player split screen co-op with my friends for hours and hours on end, all the crazy shortcuts, the power sliding, so much fun. And Mario Golf. I have a weird fascination with arcade golf video games, and Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64 is my favorite of those. Alright, I am dropping a bunch of frames here. Man, this is uncharacteristic of me here. I'd say the same thing about Mario Kart 64. I remember that one very fondly, and I like Double Dash a lot too. The newer ones aren't as interesting to me. Yeah, I really didn't like Double Dash at the time. And in hindsight, I don't remember why I hated that game so much. Because I streamed that a couple of months ago, and I was playing it and I'm like, this game's totally fine. It's not my favorite Mario Kart game, there's like 1 or 2 courses I don't like, but it has a lot of really good courses on it, and I don't think the 2 driver mechanic hurts the game, really. So yeah, I don't really know what I was stressing about with that one. Okay, we're going to change to Cooper. Oh. And yeah, so some other Mario spin-off games to throw out there. I wrote a bunch down. Some other ones. What are your thoughts on Dr. Mario? Yeah? No? Are you a puzzle game guy at all? I think a lot of my enjoyment of those older multiplayer games came from having people to play with. I get to play video games multiplayer maybe like once a month now. That's probably more than I play, like, locally. I play local multiplayer, like, almost never. Maybe once every 3 months, I'll be at a family function and my brother will bring a bunch of stuff and I'll play with them. But, like, I don't have any human beings in my day-to-day life that I can play video games with, so all of it is online. I like Dr. Mario, okay, I'm not a huge puzzle game fanatic, but the music is pretty catchy. Yeah, the music in Dr. Mario is pretty great. Can confirm. Oh, Wahoo, I'm Wacka. Just another picture-perfect day atop Mount Rugged. Woo! The sunshine, the fresh air, so refreshing. Wackadoo. Whack, ow, don't hit me. You got Wacka's bump. A Wacka bump from Mount Rugged restores 25 HP and 25 FP. Wow. Did you ever get a chance to play Mario Paint? I think I've tried it like 1 time ever. It's such a weird item. Yeah, Mario Paint I played like 1 time. Okay, there we go. That's one of the ones I dropped by accident. Thanks so much, really. Of course, there's still 1 more letter left. If at all possible, could you please find it too? I'm really scouring the area down here, but so far I haven't had much luck. Alright, let's recharge. I loved Mario Paint as a kid. I mostly played it in the music mode and the fly swatting game. Okay, I've tried it like once and never messed around with it. Or never really got a chance to mess around with it. I've thought about picking it up many times. I've seen it at conventions and stuff. And I feel like it wouldn't be a worthwhile purchase for me, and that I would use it once on stream, and I wouldn't draw anything good, and I wouldn't make any... Maybe I could make some okay music, but I would try it once for the lulz and then never play it again. I'm just not that type of creative person to squeeze that much out of it. Maybe I would out of the music editor, but... Other than that, no. And I apologize for the frame units, Ian. It's really fluctuating for me. It's weird, because it's not dropping like all the way down, it's just dropping somewhat. And so yeah, it probably looks like I'm moving a bit slower than normal or something. Ah! Okay. There we go. Let's try and find this last envelope, and then we'll probably call it a stream. Though I have no idea where this last envelope is. What other Mario spin-off games? Mario Maker? Did you... I don't know if you had a... I think you didn't have a Wii U, so maybe you didn't spend much time with Mario Maker, if at all. But yeah, let me know if you have played Mario Maker and if you enjoy it, and enjoy the idea, or enjoy making levels in the Mario universe. So I'm pretty... my gut says that was the last letter in that area there. That's correct, I haven't played Mario Maker at all. I'm not sure it would be my kind of thing. 2D platformers are my favorite, and I'm not much of a level designer. Fair, and we've had this conversation about you not being into 2D platformers. So, we'll carry on. Do you... I guess Mario Rabbids would count as a spin-off, right? And that would be... that might make my list. If I think about my top 3, I don't know if it would, but I love Mario Rabbids, and we've talked about that. Uh-oh. Did you ever get into any of the Mario sports games? I'd count it. Definitely a great game. Might make my top 3, but there's a lot of spin-offs to think about. Yeah, I wrote some more here. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Or like Donkey Kong 94 on the Game Boy. I saw that recently at a con, and I was like, I remember this game being awesome. And... as a kid, I liked Mario Tennis quite a bit, but that's the only one. Okay, Mario Tennis is a pretty great game in its own right, to be fair. And I love that game to bits. I played so much Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64. Oh. And yeah, for I guess how influential Mario Tennis can be, Jason from Boss Rush, the reason he got really into tennis and played on his high school tennis team was because of Mario Tennis. Oh, I don't have the thingamabobber, so okay. Can we... I think I need an item here. That's interesting. I kind of got interested in tennis because of it, but I've always been clumsy / unathletic, so I never really tried to get good at anything. Aw. That's too bad. I was good at sports. I was bad at tennis. It's weird. That's such a weird sport because you just see people like wailing on the ball, but like you try and do that without any sort of technique, and the ball's just going like way off the court into the stratosphere. Like there's a way of like aiming the ball to like keep it low to the ground and just over the net that I never really understood. Also, why are the frames dropping so bad? It might just be a really bad night in my neighborhood for internet. I apologize, but yeah, this is starting to climb, so we're probably gonna have to shut this down, like, super soon. Let's grab this envelope, and then we will call it. Yeah, the Mario sports games yeah, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf I love. I have Mario Strikers. I bought that recently at a convention. It's the same convention or the same booth I bought this Nintendo 64 at, actually. It was I was at a con, and there was this booth that specialized in, like, mostly sports memorabilia, and they had this Nintendo 64 in a plastic bag for considerably less than what I normally see Nintendo 64s at, price-wise. And this, I know this isn't gonna do anything. And they also had a copy of Mario Strikers for $5. Now, it's a really banged-up copy of Mario Strikers. Someone had clearly spilled stuff on the case, and so, like, the art's really washed out, and the disc is really scratched up. But he was like, I promise you it works. Here's my card in case it doesn't. And I put it in, and it totally worked fine. So, at some point, I will play some Mario Strikers. I always heard Mario Strikers was great, but I had never actually played it. Yeah, I played it for like 3 minutes, and I was like, okay, this works, and this seems like it could be fun. So, at some point, I will stream that. There's so much stuff I want to stream at some point. There's not enough time. On top of, like, trying to keep up with the new releases as well. Though right now is a good time for me to be playing Paper Mario, because otherwise, like, I don't have a lot going on other than, like, Anthem. Alright. Hey, we got a mushroom. No! Alright, I don't want to fight you right now. There we go. Some other spin-offs I have on this list. Mario and Sonic, yeah, it's a sports game. I guess where the line gets kind of hazy is, like, do you consider Luigi's Mansion a Mario spin-off? Or do you consider that its own thing? And stuff like Wario Land, do you consider that a Mario spin-off, or is that a separate series? Hey, there we go, we got the letter. Alright. Let's deliver this last letter, and then we're gonna call it. Although I bet as soon as I deliver this letter, then it's gonna trigger a fight, and then we're gonna have to play even longer. Oh, here we go, save point. Let's just save here. Cool. I think Wario is definitely separate, and I suppose Luigi's Mansion could count as a separate as well. The original Luigi's Mansion is probably in my top 3. Okay, we'll end on Luigi's Mansion here. I've never actually played Luigi's Mansion before. At the time of if we're counting it as a spin-off, that is. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess no, it doesn't, because it doesn't say Mario in the title, and it doesn't star Mario. Although Mario is Missing has Mario in the title, and that game stars Luigi, technically. It's also a bad educational game. So we won't count that in the record. Yeah, I never played Mario, or I never played Luigi's Mansion at the time because I was a very impressionable teenager at the time. I was really into reading game magazines, reading websites. I strongly was influenced by the opinions of other gaming journalists. And at the time, Luigi's Mansion got okay reviews. Just okay, like 6s and 7s. A lot of people criticized it for being too short. And for me, at the time, I was like, well, this isn't really a Mario game, and it's really short. I've only got money for, like, one game right now. I don't want to be, like, spend full price for a game that I'm going to play for, like, 5 hours, and that's it. And especially at launch. So, my brother and I ended up buying Wave Race instead, Wave Race Blue Storm, and that actually ended up being a disappointment. We didn't end up liking that game nearly as much as we liked the original, but I don't remember why in hindsight. I'll have to play that again and see why I didn't like that game. And then, like, I know the price came down on Luigi's Mansion, and I've had people in my life tell me that Luigi's Mansion's amazing, and I just never got around to it. And it's expensive now. Like, the average going rate I see for Luigi's Mansion is like 60 bucks Canadian, which is more than I'm willing to pay at this point for that game. I didn't play it until much later either. Okay. Yeah, I also just didn't understand how the game worked. Like, I'd read, like, the whole point of the game is to catch 50 ghosts. And I was like, wait, there's only 50 enemies in the game? And didn't realize that that's a whole separate thing. So, I also misunderstood what the game was about. And I ended up not giving it a fair shake. At some point, I hope I can find a cheap copy. Like, I'm willing to... I might even go as far as to get a version that doesn't have the case just to get it, like, cheaper. Just so I can try it. But I greatly prefer getting a game with the case. It's on the list. It's on the bucket list of stuff to play at some point. Alright. And with that, we are going to shut things down. Thank you so much, Ian, for dropping by, hanging out, chatting about Paper Mario and blogging and expanding our horizons to different mediums. I really look forward to listening to more of your audio blogs on SoundCloud. I hope you're able to get your dream podcast off the ground, and I support you in whatever other media ventures you have in mind. Admittedly, because I've been tied up on the collab with Hanny, I haven't really had a chance to talk about or think about the stuff you and I have been talking about. But I will get to that, like, right after. So maybe we'll talk, like, next week or something. And I know you're busy as well, so at some point we will reconnect on that, and it'll be cool. And then otherwise, I guess plugs for me. No worries, no rush. Yeah, no rush either. I'm pretty loose with how I schedule stuff, so whenever we get it done, we get it done. And I'm looking forward to working with you, because again, like, you're one of my favorite bloggers. I really appreciate the way you write with your head and your heart. You are very good at being, like, smart and emotional, and I appreciate that comes through your writing all the time. I've got a few ideas, but I am still working on it too. Alright, cool. And so for everyone else, yeah, thank you, Pokemaster, for dropping by. Thank you, Hanny, for dropping by. Make sure to go to her site, the Hanny Corner, for, I mean, just all her book stuff and her video game stuff, and our collab post, which sounds like it should be done in a day or so. Looking forward to that and sharing that with everyone, because I think we did some really cool stuff in that post. And otherwise, check out my site, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. I don't actually know what post is going up tomorrow. Yeah, this is what happens when you schedule stuff ahead, but yeah, check out the site. I've been posting stuff every day. That's not going to be a forever thing. I know I cannot keep up that pace, and eventually it'll fall off, but enjoy it while you can. And Ian, you have a good night as well. And for everybody else watching, thank you so much. You guys have a great night, and when's the next time I'm going to be back? The next stream, I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm trying to get the next boss rush going, but a bunch of people are busy, and I'm really busy too. So it may or may not happen next week. If not, the absolute latest will be next week. We will stream at least one of the 2 days on Paper Mario. So yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Good night, everybody.